What if everything you were taught about human history is a lie? What if ancient civilizations didn't rise on their own, but were helped? And what if that help came not from gods, but from beings not of this earth? We're not talking about little green men with antennas. We're talking about technologically superior entities that may have visited Earth long before humans could even write their own history. And here's the kicker. What if those beings never actually left? Because buried deep within our ancient texts, sacred temples, and forgotten ruins lies a chilling truth. A truth so threatening, so terrifying, that governments, religious institutions, and the scientific elite have gone to extraordinary lengths to bury it forever. In this video, we'll expose ancient carvings that appear to show astronauts, describe aircraft, and detail weapons that can vaporize cities, thousands of years before any modern nation existed. We'll dive into tales from the Sumerians, Egyptians, Hindus, and Native Americans, all of whom speak of sky gods, flying machines, and beings from the stars. We'll also uncover why NASA destroyed moon landing footage, why US military insiders are vanishing, and why the Vatican guards its classified archives like a fortress, especially those documents related to extraterrestrial contact. The deeper we go, the more the official narrative collapses. Hi friends, welcome back to our channel, where truth isn't just a buzzword, it's a mission. If you're someone who questions authority, rejects mainstream groupthink, and knows deep down that there's more to history than textbooks tell us, then you're in the right place. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because YouTube doesn't like channels like ours. We talk about things that make the elite uncomfortable. We connect dots they don't want connected. And that's exactly why you're here. Let's tear the veil off the past and dive headfirst into the terrifying possibility that we were never alone. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't science fiction. This is about ancient records, unexplained technology, and identical myths repeated across civilizations that never met, separated by oceans, time, and language. For decades, scholars wrote off the ancient alien theory as pseudoscience. They claimed it was disrespectful to ancient cultures, a mockery of their ingenuity. But let me ask you this: how did civilizations thousands of years ago carve perfectly symmetrical, laser-precise megalithic stones without any tools we've ever found? How did they map the stars with accuracy we only achieved in the last few hundred years? How did they build structures aligned with celestial events that modern engineers struggle to replicate, without cranes, electricity, or even the wheel? These aren't just historical oddities. These are red flags. Flags that suggest our ancestors either had advanced, lost technology, or were given knowledge by someone far beyond their level of development. And time after time, those ancestors tell us in stone carvings, oral traditions, and sacred texts they were visited by beings from the sky. Let's examine the 5 most disturbing and undeniable pieces of evidence that suggest ancient aliens did visit Earth and may still be influencing humanity to this day. 1. The Anunnaki and ancient DNA manipulation. The Sumerians, considered the world's first advanced civilization, had writing, agriculture, law codes, and astronomy over 6,000 years ago. But they didn't take credit for any of it. They said they were taught by sky beings called the Anunnaki, who came from a planet known as Nibiru, said to orbit the sun every 3,600 years. According to the ancient cuneiform tablets, these beings created humans by mixing their DNA with early hominids to form a hybrid worker race, us. Now think about this. The human brain doubled in size in a very short evolutionary period, an event that defies Darwinian logic. There's no fossil evidence showing a gradual change. It was like flipping a switch. So, who flipped it? 2. The Nazca Lines. Runways, or messages to the gods. In the Peruvian desert lie the Nazca Lines, massive geoglyphs etched into the earth that form animals, shapes, and even humanoid figures. Here's the creepy part. They can only be seen from the air. Let that sink in. These ancient people, who supposedly had no way to fly, created giant images visible only to someone flying above the earth. Why would they do that? Some researchers believe the lines could be runways for alien craft. Others think they were messages or landing signals to those who came from the sky. Either way, why draw something you can't even see? 3. Flying machines. In ancient texts and hieroglyphs across multiple ancient cultures, there are depictions of flying machines, long before aviation existed. In ancient India, Sanskrit texts describe the Vimanas, aerial vehicles powered by mercury vortex engines capable of interplanetary travel. They weren't just flying, they were described as battling in the sky with energy weapons that resembled modern laser and nuclear technology. In Egypt, a panel at the Temple of Seti I clearly shows what appears to be a helicopter, a jet, and a UFO, all carved over 3,000 years ago. Coincidence? Symbolism? Or did these people actually witness advanced craft? 4. Native American star beings and cross-cultural alien contact. The Hopi, Zuni, and Lakota Sioux have deeply embedded myths about beings who came down from the stars in glowing or fiery vessels. They were called Sky People, and they taught the tribes agriculture, healing, and astronomy. They didn't claim these beings were spirits. They described them as real entities with humanoid features and powers far beyond human capabilities. And here's the bombshell: the ancient Dogon tribe in Mali, Africa, somehow knew about Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye, and only discovered by modern astronomers in 1970 with powerful telescopes. How did they know that thousands of years ago? Who told them? 5. Modern cover-ups and the missing truth. Now let's talk about the modern conspiracy. Why did NASA destroy the original tapes of the moon landing? Why do US military bases like Dulce, New Mexico, and Area 51 have whistleblowers claiming that joint human-alien projects are underway, cloaked under defense contracts? Why did Phil Schneider, a geologist who claimed to have seen human entities underground, die under mysterious circumstances after going public? And let's not forget the Vatican, sitting on miles of restricted ancient documents, including references to otherworldly contact. What are they so afraid you'll find out? So, were ancient aliens real? If even half of this evidence holds water, the implications are earth-shattering. It means humanity's origin story is a lie. It means that we might be the result of intentional creation, not divine, but extraterrestrial. And most terrifying of all, they might come back. Maybe the second coming mentioned in religious texts is really the return of the visitors. Maybe ancient prophecies weren't about spiritual salvation, but about a reckoning. We've been conditioned to laugh at this. But why? Because truth is dangerous. Truth collapses control systems. Truth creates revolution. And if this truth ever became mainstream, the entire world order would shatter overnight. So the next time you look up at the stars and feel like something's watching you, maybe it is. If this shook you, even just a little, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video. Comment below. Do you believe ancient aliens visited us? What do you think the elite are hiding? And make sure to subscribe, because this channel is just getting started, and we're going deep into the rabbit hole. From secret societies to ancient tech, from forbidden science to the extraterrestrial agenda, we're going to uncover what they've kept in the dark for too long. In this channel, we expose the truth, no matter how forbidden. Until next time, stay sharp, stay skeptical, and keep watching the skies.